Welcome to the ARK Survival Evolved Ragnarok map. This is my attempt of the Hardcore Mode series, where I will have only 100 days, surviving dangerous conditions, with only one single life, where I need to tame and raise an army of all the needed dinosaurs, as well as gathering all the artifacts required to enter the boss arena, getting all the needed gear to finally take on the alpha bosses of the map. This series is presented by Ragnarok. Be sure to subscribe.
Flashback.
Previously on the ARK Hardcore series, we found ourselves deep in the depths of the Labyrinth cave as we were fighting the spirit animals. Spirit dire bears and spirit dire wolves were spawning in increments of 50 levels, and we decided to take the challenge on foot, and luckily we were successful. As a reward, we managed to collect the artifact of the devious and the artifact of the massive. On our way back to base, we went out theory scouting and we tracked down a level 150. But our execution for the drop-off was horrible, and we released absolute chaos at base as the theory started attacking everything. I tried to get the crisis under control, but the theory managed to get to Steve. We then installed another gravestone and said goodbye to our neglected child Steve. We managed to tame the theory up and we started working on our tickle chicken army. Once that was done, we made our way over to the desert where we tried to trap a Giga so we could tame it. But things went completely south and we lost Zeus in the process. Being left stranded without a flyer in the desert, I had to rely on the weirdest convoy combination ever, as me, a Gallimimus, a Pegomastax and two Raptors tried to make our way back to base. By evening time, we found ourselves in a strange cave. We were trying to get away from the feeling like someone was watching us, and we stumbled upon a strange wooden cabin in the cave itself. I went in to explore and walked over some narcotic tripwire. The gas started to take its toll, and my army of raptors betrayed me as I slowly started passing out. I heard strange laughter in the background, and I knew I was about to be kidnapped.
End of Flashback.
This is episode 9 of the ARK Ragnarok Hardcore series. If you're enjoying the episode, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Picking up where we left off, we find ourselves waking up in a very familiar castle, with no recollection on how we actually got here. But what I can tell you guys is that the person that has kidnapped us is one of the biggest ARK legends. He's actually the reason I got into the entire series, and I want to ask you guys to warmly welcome our very special guest, the founding father of the 100-day ARK Hardcore series, the legend himself, Zany Zebra.
Hello, Kruger. I know there must be many questions as to why you're being held here. Well, let's start with a proper introduction, shall we? I am Mr. Boney, and I'm one of the founding fathers of the Hardcore Challenge on ARK. This map was one of my first attempts, and my story has yet to be told of when I die. I've been coming here every year at Halloween to search for my long-lost friend.
Wait, where do I know your voice from? I know you're doing some weird accent, but aren't you Zany Zebra?
Yes, that was once my name.
Dude, honestly I can't tell you what a huge fan I am. Can I get like an autograph or something? Like, I've been literally inspired by your series to do this.
Why, that's very kind of you to say, but flattery won't give you my sympathy. You are my hostage, and I don't believe you understand the implications of that phrase yet.
Oh, okay, whoa.
Oh, not again. Your creatures and my creatures, they're
Get
attacking
them,
me.
raptors!
They are insidious.
Are you still able to die though, since you're pretty much a skeleton?
I am invincible. These creatures mean nothing to me. I am beyond their flesh, and, well, I do have bone. Get off, you rat.
I do see one of them trying to get you there. They seem to
I
have
see.
calmed down. Am
Yes,
I allowed
I
to
see.
walk around, or should I be seated for this?
If you want to be chainsawed, I'd
No,
recommend.
no, no. I'm sitting, I'm sorry.
Okay, good. I see you have a way with the creatures. But, back to my story.
Alright.
So many
go
years
on.
ago, I was doing the challenge on this map. I had a very special Minecraft girlfriend with me. We adopted a Jerboa, and we were living a good life.
Okay, go on.
Well, she didn't make it. And on her deathbed, I made a promise that Kevin and I will finish the journey in her honor. But I failed her, and I was separated from our Jerboa, who is also known as Jeffrey. We switch between names. And as you can see, I'm damaged, I'm old, I'm made of bone, I have a different accent. And because of that, I've never been able to get back to him. But I'm afraid that even with your stature, you will soon understand my issue. All I have left of him are my paintings. There, some nice paintings.
Well, I do mean you are the painting goat of ARK.
Well, why, thank you. But I can paint with your blood, so please be quiet. You see, Kruger, I've noticed your passion for Jerboas, and I thought you are the ideal person to help me this year and find him.
Well, I mean, I guess I can do that.
You guess? You don't have a choice, my friend. See, I have all your Jerboas, your feisty Jerboas, and if you don't return my Jeffrey to me before the full moon on the 5th day from now, I will execute them all.
Well, where did you die? I mean, I can't be searching the entire map in 5 days.
Take notes, as all I can tell you is look for a structure, a temple erected in my honor near the Crystal Wyvern Trench. You will find your clue there.
I mean, since I'm helping you, can't you just tell me?
Be quiet, Kruger, and be off with you. Oh, not again. I'm
Get him,
stuck.
Jerboas, get him!
You rabbit creatures.
The next morning.
Right, so after that very weird encounter, I'm definitely gonna get out of here as quick as possible. So, hopped back on my galley and I continued the adventure to try and get back safely to base. I knew I couldn't take this task lightly. Mr. Boney was definitely not kidding around, and I didn't want to lose all the Jerboas I worked so hard for to getting. So I started making my way back, and I realized I would definitely need to get myself a new flyer. But I also have to be super cautious, because 5 days in ARK is not a lot of time. I would need to fix all my armor, redo all my bullets, because I'm pretty much low on all my ammunition at the moment, before I can even attempt any sort of challenge or adventure that lies in store. And finally, I made my way safely back to base. Alright, so I am gonna need a new flyer, so I thought I might as well try the Crystal Trench this time, since I haven't really done that one yet. I want to see if it's easier or more difficult. I've done it like many years ago, but yeah, I definitely want to go see if I'm lucky in finding good eggs there, because we need some new wyverns, and this time I might get more than one egg just to be on the safe side if I lose one again, so I don't constantly have to redo this risky egg finding. I continued my journey towards the Crystal Wyvern Trench and I was there in no time. I don't see too many wyverns in the air. There's one just there. Clearly I spoke too soon. See if we can get in without an issue. I navigated my way into the crystal cave itself, and there was a lot of wyverns in the area, so I knew I would have to be super cautious as I searched for eggs. Right, so I'm definitely not going to go for the deeper ones. It will have to be one of the 4 locations that's close to the exit. I did see a fire egg just up there. Maybe this time I'll grab a poison berry. It's a horrible level. I'm gonna try one more. Oh, there we go. I've already got the posse on us. After being spotted, I decided to make my way out of the cave, as they usually cannot fly out. I would sit there until the aggro is lost, and I would come back again. It's a fairly easy escape to get out of this cave. But then this happened. He just somehow glitched out here. Right, so I'm gonna grab the level 100 for now and just get out of here. And we'll try one round in the Scar. I don't like him on me. He's about to spray me. Alright, not even grabbing the level 15. Oh, there's so many aggro now. So, after a failed attempt at getting eggs, I made my way out and tried to get far enough distance so the wyverns would not aggro on me. But on my way to the Scar, I finally spotted a high level griffin. This has been the first one I found in the entire 40 days I've been here. Ooh, finally a high level griffin. Awesome, that's actually going to do the job just fine. I can get eggs so much easier with that. So I quickly went back to base to farm out a trap. Alright, so we made it back. We still got a few moments before it's dark, so hopefully we can get this guy knocked. I don't think there's too many nasties in the area. So I placed my 4 dino gates about a foundation length apart and snapped in the doors. I was ready to trap myself my first griffin. I think my spacing's good. Right, what's up, Mr. Griffin? So I shot him with a dart to get his aggro, but he was much more focused on his stego. I don't fight the stego. Don't fight the stego. Oh, if this stego murders him, I would go absolutely insane. Right, I'll help you, then you'll see why we can be friends, okay? So I decided I would team up with the griffin to help him kill the stego, to eliminate the risk of him dying. Need to get stamina. Get stamina, Mr. PT. I can't lose another time, I swear. But finally the stego was dead and I was able to lure the griffin into the trap. Stay here. Back around the PT. And there we go. Piece of cake. Super smooth. I then proceeded to knock out the griffin. He went down in no time. And there we go. I then fed the griffin the prime meat that the stego so kindly donated to us, and the taming process started. It got dark, but luckily I still had my shotgun on me, so it provided a little bit of light until the griffin finished taming. There we go, and we are gonna name you Simba, because your colors make you look kinda like a Simba.
The next morning.
At the start of day 42, I went over to the location where Mr. Boney said I would find my clue. Alright, so I'll save the wyvern eggs for a different day because at least now I've got something to fly around a bit quicker. I definitely don't want to be wasting time because I've already only got 4 days remaining, so I don't want to be losing my Jerboa, so I'm going to make my way towards the statue erection chamber he was talking about. Still have no idea. I think I know where it is. Like, I've got an idea about a structure that's nearby there. So hopefully I am right in what I'm thinking. But yeah, with Zanny, you never know, man. You never know. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna be cautious when I go in here. I don't really know what to expect. But all I know is the clue that I'm supposed to be looking for, I'll most likely find in here. I got a statue of Zanny here, which is pretty awesome, and I'm assuming this is his special lady friend. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Still don't know what this all means. A wolf and his lady friends. Oh wow, there's a lot of names on these walls. I wonder if these are all the people that's either made it or came up short trying to make this challenge. I didn't really know what I was looking for, but I kept searching high and low for any clue. Got more statues of Zanny. Fighting some raptors. I'm assuming he had the same hatred of raptors on here that I did. I mean, especially since my raptors tried to finish him off in ghost form. Yeah, don't worry Zanny, I hate raptors too. Oh wait, there's one more room. Okay, dire bear. That's just making me miss Steve a little bit. Started putting the clues together as there's only one place on this map where dire bears and dire wolves are working together. Wait, what are these? So I went over to the little spirit butterflies, and once I looked in the water, I felt something come over me. I started having a vision or something of Zanny on his adventure.
What in the... What is this? Yeah, I don't really like this very much. Oh. Okay then. Interesting. Seems that we're trapped, I guess. That's fun. This does not look good at all. I think I know what this is. Jeffrey? Goodbye.
Zanny didn't know about the sacrificing, and since he couldn't bring himself to sacrifice his best friend, he sacrificed himself and ended his journey. Oh wow. Oh, that is so bad. I can't believe he would have done that. Alright, that settles it. Like, we're prepping. We're gonna finish that second labyrinth cave today and get his long lost friend back. Like, there's just no two ways about it. Man, I kind of feel really bad for him now.
A few moments later.
I then made my way over to the redwoods, as there would be one more tame that would be very beneficial towards the labyrinth cave. Alright, now if there's something I've learned from my previous attempts at the labyrinth cave, I'm not very good with my parkour skills. So another sort of interesting trick that I'm gonna teach you guys. I'm here for a very, very specific animal that you can only find in the redwoods. They can be quite rare, so I'm not expecting too much. But it is going to be a bit of a surprise what it is and what it does. So let's see if we can track one down.
Much later.
After hours of searching, I finally tracked one down. This glitch is playing all sorts of trick with my eyes because I feel like I see them. And then it's just There. That is one. It's gotta be one. As I went in to kill the dinos on the ground, I ended up killing the thing I've been searching for hours. No, I killed it. Oh. Luckily, there were 2 more in the area, pretty nearby. Yeah, there's one. Alright. Got 2 of them here now. Once they were knocked, I realized I needed to get chitin, so I quickly rushed over to try and find some bugs. Oh, wait. We've got one. Come on. Die. No, don't eat his body. Alright. We need to go. But by the time I got back, they already woke up. I think they literally just woke up. Right. They're still here, which means they will be ready to eat. So I went to shoot them again, but unfortunately, I ended up killing them. No! Are you gonna survive? Luckily, the level 25 had slightly more health and survived the shot. Alright, you survived. You actually survived. So I fed him the chitin and he tamed up in no time. And there we go. Awesome. I'm not going to show you guys... well, there I'm kind of just showing you that now. I found it so hilarious how I was holding him while I was flying. And I wanted to test him out. That is so weird. Honestly, that is the funniest thing I've seen today. Now, let me just show you guys this. Alright, Mr. Griffin. I hope you're going to follow me. Going for landing. How cool is this? It's like a parachute that just never ever drops down. I hope I don't stay at the same height. I do have a backup parachute though. But I was stuck on this height, so I had to make my way over to the nearest cliff. So I made my way back to base, and with the new spoiler addition to the Griffin, I was super aerodynamic. So I made it there very quickly. Once I made it back to base, I had a quick up-close look at my new friend, and he was pretty cool looking. I really don't know how to say its name, Archaeopteryx or something, but yeah, this guy would definitely come in handy in the Labyrinth cave. At the start of day 43, I knew my time was starting to run out, but I still needed to do a lot of farming. So I took the Anki out to grab a whole bunch of metal. I then flew him back to base on Air Force 1, and once I reached, I dropped off all the metal into the forge. I then made a quick trip to the volcano to get some much needed obsidian so I can turn it into polymer, because I still needed to repair my riot gear from the previous fight. Once I was done, slowly marched the Anki through the roof to drop off all the obsidian. I then made my way back to the volcano to kill some mantis, since I would also need organic poly, since you can't use normal poly to fix your ghillie. Once I slaughtered the mantis, I flew the organic poly back to base. Once I reached, I grabbed all the organic poly and all the broken pieces of ghillie, and I managed to get all my gear repaired so I could take on the cave.
The next morning.
I couldn't believe time went by so quickly. It was already day 44, so I made my way over to the entrance of the Labyrinth cave. Must say, I really didn't think we were gonna be here this quickly again, but let's see if we can find Jeffrey. So if he's not in here, I'm gonna be pretty much screwed. I went back to the fork, this time pressing the button revealing the right hand door. But I kinda misjudged my footing and I got lit on fire. Oh. Wow. Luckily I survived, so I dropped down to get the loot crate before flying over. Right, so what I do want to recommend is before you actually try and do the jumps, there is always a drop here in this area, so definitely make your way to the end first before you get tempted by it and have to do this twice. I'm pretty happy I did this because in the drop was some overpowered leggings. Ooh, that is an awesome find. And I made my way back to the top so I could push the button and finally use my new cool tame. Right, so I hope you guys are ready for my super cool trick. And just like that, we started gliding. There we go. I don't even have to worry about jumping any of these difficult lengthy jumps. I'm pretty much just gliding at the exact same height until the end. Right, I'm gonna be setting off a lot of bats here. Oh, that's a lot. Right. No way I'm fighting all these guys on foot. After Hey Hey did the heavy lifting, I opened the door and I continued the journey. Although, something pretty weird happened. That was very weird. It's like someone just took my drop. Someone else here. Oh, but then I got trapped. I got the bowlers. I think it's the one on the furthest left. I then continued navigating my way through the button maze. It was somewhat tricky, but luckily I could remember the pattern. First right, then center, then pillar, then left, right side, bottom middle piece, and you go past 3 pillars and you find one in the bottom again. I had to fight through some final snakes. And once they were dead, I could make my way to the final drop down. Alright, and this is where we drop down. So far it's not bad at all this side.
The next morning.
It was now already day 45, and time was starting to run out. I needed to hurry. So I grabbed the artifact and I continued on towards the sacrificial chambers. I started to panic a bit as Jeffrey was nowhere in sight and I was running out of time. Oh, don't tell me that. But then finally I spotted him. Jeffrey, buddy! Oh, am I happy to see you. You know, your father's kind of looking for you. Jeffrey looks a little bit on the hungry side. Right. Come on, buddy, we need to get you back to your daddy. I got tired of trying to pronounce its name, so I threw the glider as a sacrifice. Right, luckily we don't have any more gliding areas. And this time I'm definitely going to use the theory. What do you mean can't fit? I must say I felt a lot safer having Hey Hey with me. So I killed off the bats and made my way through the dark room. Oh yeah, having a little bodyguard with me is definitely taking care of these bats so easily. We finally made it through, pushed the button, and this time we would fight the spirits with Hey Hey. Oh, Hey Hey is just absolutely cruising through these guys. It's already the 150 wave done. For some reason, the bosses stopped spawning. So I thought it might be because I was on top of Hey Hey and not running around on foot. So I decided to hop off Hey Hey and have a look around if I could get them to finally spawn again if they would aggro on me. But this would prove to be a big mistake, since Hey Hey would get encumbered. Hey Hey, kinda think I had that one. I got into a bit of trouble as all my armor started to break one by one. Oh, Hey Hey's encumbered. But I knew these were the final two, so I managed to get the wolf taken out and I shot every single round as fast as I could into the diabed in the hope to get him down before he shreds through me. And then finally, we had victory yet again. Ooh, should have definitely just stayed on Hey. That would have been a lot safer. But we didn't really have time to celebrate. It was already about to be nighttime. So I cried up Hey and quickly made a run for the exit. Again going through the nerve-wracking ticking crouch point. And by the time I made it out, it was already pitch black. I knew I had to rush as quick as I could. I think I'm gonna be too late. Mr. Boney? Mr. Boney, I'm here.
It's too late. You are not.
I've got
Is that who I think it is?
I've got a friend for you.
Jeffrey. You're somewhat alive. I'm sorry for leaving you. I should have never left you. Thank you, Kruger, and I apologize for chainsawing you. Go and finish this challenge. Go off and finish what I set off to do so many years ago.
I promise I will make you proud, Mr. Boney. I still wanted to thank Mr. Boney for my very inspirational speech, but he was already gone. And just like that, he disappeared. A very special thanks to Zany Zebra. I don't think you realize it, but you're truly inspiration to many out there, and I hope one day this content can also inspire like yours does.